All right. So, I am Mr. Casterman Loki, but to Renee, I'm the editor for the moment. Thank you to the players who were able to come out and play. It was a lot of fun to be able to cast. I appreciate every moment that I get to be able to practice with y'all. But also, to those who are watching, if you want to get on this, we have the Badcasters LLC. I'll be linking the Discord for that below, as well as enjoy Mr. Bantastic. And I had a lovely time being able to host this for y'all. And big shout outs to our boy Ben for being able to observe. It was a great time. Hope to see y'all out again. Attackers are going for a little bit of a cheeky push on here. Conan going huge with a kill on Blue Hyper to start this round, and Delk's getting a frag of their own onto the chamber. And looks like they took a play out of your book, Ben. Oof, Conan is just killing it. As they continue.
Ooh, yep, perfect play straight out my book as the chamber falls immediately. You got the Viper just gonna chill inside of this maze. Does not expect any person here, as that's Conan just holding a great position. Gonna find another kill, going for a 3. Has an ace potential here if he can find this kill on Pepto. And then they won't get the ace, but they will get the 4K as Scarlet takes out the Viper, who's just chilling under him.
Conan already showed his ability to use a Sheriff. I don't have any doubts in it as the Trailblazer comes out. And they're going to be looking to make their way around on this as Conan's already in spawn looking for that kill. Shots going wide on Pepto, but no one's really tagged as they go back and forth. And Conan gets the kill on Sen. Mushroom taking a headhunter of their own, and Trick coming up huge. It's now down to a 2v2, and the defenders are low. Delks has a nice angle on Tanner, getting the backstab for free.
Blue sitting on 410, gonna have a really aggressive angle. Ooh, another kind of quick and dirty Viper's utility that I can't remember the name of. The snake bite, that's what it's called, going out. And that's a 4v3 as we set up. Blue gonna try to clear in, gonna get a kill straight on Mushroom, but they're still having trouble fully entering this site. You got the 2 sitting back site. There's a plant going down. Scrawny might just see. Oh, but does not have enough bullets. Now it's all up to Tanner in a 1v3 situation. Gonna find none of them. It's gonna be very easy for them to take this site. Barry is right there, has a frenzy, but is not gonna be able to hit any of her shots. And that's a free plant. But it doesn't really matter if Mushroom is gonna be there to get 1 pick. You do have the knife on the back trying to do all their work. Barry with a wall is gonna be able to get half, but not gonna be able to get full. But not even able to get half as the bullet goes straight through her head just quickly enough. That's gonna be going up to crush this round. Gonna find one, but needs to find the next. It's on a pubic hair of health, as Loki calls it.
It's a butt pube, by the way, Ban. But honestly, Conan's been a good pinch hitter so far, and it looks like Delks might be experiencing some technical difficulties, but it doesn't matter. Conan got cocky, and he got. Trick's already in kitchen running it down, and Blue's able to take Scarlet. Easy mirror matchup as Mushroom's able to return some kills of their own alongside Tanner. It is a 2v3. Blade Storm up for the attackers. 0 on 5 health, but still able to catch that frag on Conan, getting their head popped by Mushroom. And another one, Pepto Panda, he's gone. Spike for Mushroom. Lear's gonna come out, try to waddle their way through, but I think Mushroom's going to be able to hold this. They've been really good with the point-and-click adventure so far, and those are footsteps that we hear of Hyper panic-peeking everything, and Mushroom is just hanging out. He's chilling. He knows where he's got to go, but hops down. I think Hyper was able to hear that as they get a nice little pocket plant, but it doesn't matter. Shots go wide, and Hyper clutches with the easy head pop.
It was a strong comeback near the end, and eventual... the first pick decide to win.
Yeah. Looks like the attackers are going to be running this A site as Scarlet pops the Empress a little bit early. Going to see if they can get any use out of that as Blue comes across, taken out by Conan, and that's 2 frags for the attackers. They're up 4-3, and they can look to get this plant as the Orbital Strike comes down on screen. Trick making their way through the smoke, does not spot anyone out as Barry's able to cull them right on the back of sight and gets Delks. That's 2 for Barry as they shut down this push. Panda and 0 are still not on this site, but they're trying to make it work as the time ticks down. They have control of this. Mushroom getting an easy head tap onto this Panda, and it's all down to 0. Spotted out by Mushroom. how much more can they get? They're going to pop a Trailblazer, but I don't think it's going to help them much as Tanner is taking this bomb. It's ticking down. Not quite able to get there. Easy ninja defuse with Barry. Taking another head. Dr. Pimple Popper would be proud.
But does have their Viper's Pit if they feel congested. But doesn't matter. Gonna find one, gonna find two. Panda finding three. He's going for the fourth, but not gonna find it. That's Pepito Panda gonna take his head off. He's going for more, but he has to get an ace here to win the round. Will they expect their Barry be around yellow? They're gonna hear the footsteps, but have to play this so carefully. Scarlet being one to fall, but Barry is still around. Gonna res one, go for the bait, and gonna use it as bait.
Showing to be devastating with this op as he gets the first frag on a Trick. I didn't even quite see that flick. How was that not a wall bang? As Pepto Panda is able to get a frag of their own, making this an even 4v4 as rotates start to come up. And Cone is just going to sit on top of rafters and hang out for a little bit. And I think they heard the attackers starting to run off site with Conan repositioning mid.
Conan gonna drop mid, gonna try to stop anyone going through this position. But, yep, Blue's gonna be the unfortunate one to peek him, and Conan's just gonna keep moving along the back line of the site of the map, going from back of A on Gen to mid to make its way all the way to Snowman, but ooh, Ducks could be spotted out. Yep, that's Conan getting a third. All long range kills all across the map. They have to recover Spike now. You do have the Viper sitting there on Tanner. Should be able to hold from afar. It has the one. Looking for the next. Has a snake bite. Just gonna delay it. Allow the team to flank. That's gonna be the Reyna.
Yeah, Conan has been devastating with these op shots as the barrier orb comes out, and we got the final countdown with 0 into our friendly neighborhood Scarlet, flashing themselves with the guiding light as well. And they win that peak, take their head, and move on with their life. Honestly, Conan's model as this entire round comes to a close has been just keep swimming, and Barry again on the board. Gonna keep this nice and slow as shots are fired back and forth. 0 getting a good headshot onto Tanner so we can start opening up this site, and Conan was taken down. Mushroom getting a kill onto Trick. It's a little bit ugly, but we got there in the end and is able to take Blue's head off.
Now looking for the third. Not able to get it, but
all good, Cop.
Everyone's gonna be stacked towards B here. Top shot rings out. Conan's gonna updraft with this knife. Gonna miss it. Instead, just sit and be upset that they missed it. As Pepito Banda gonna get the first kill on the mushroom. It's gonna be a slow move the mid. Barry gonna wall directly in the face of Blue there.
You're good, Cop. We're gonna more than likely end up with more after this in the end. Trick picking a kill up onto Tanner. It's now down to a 2v5 for the defenders. Conan still has this Blade Storm, and there's an op in hand as Conan's going crazy. Gets 2 quick resets. Gets to move on with his life, making this a more manageable 2v3. Blue taking out Scarlet, winning the mirror matchup, but Conan, the great equalizer with an op, ends up losing his mirror match in the end from a cheesy frag off of Panda. And this is our first gun round.
Oh, 3 of them sitting in nest didn't go as planned, as Blue's gonna be the first to fall. Ooh.
Conan's just good for these aggressive head taps. Trick looking to play some beautiful sky smokes as he's sitting in the stimmy. And 0 Trick shutting down this push really hard. Barry getting a kill back, but it's now a 2v2 with defenders lit. And Conan aggressive through mid. Here's the other jet running out and is going to slowly be making their way to B, as I don't think Scarlet was noticed running out of sight. Oh, Conan coming up huge. No one's watching him. Trigger discipline's beautiful. 2 easy frags to end the game. Those are those heads off. Shrink them up and turn them into a trinket. Honestly, as we're seeing the attackers play around with the idea of taking A, Conan is still sitting back. Very good for their first head tap onto Delks, and Scarlet taking out Trick. The site is clear as Hyper's falling and getting an easy devour for Scarlet. They're full health, but Panda not letting it go so easily. Takes their head clean off, but Conan has bomb. We took out 0. It's all down to Panda, who's good for a second. And Mushroom's just going to hold them here as they run the bomb off. Caught reloading. That's 3. Can we see an ace as Tanner's not spotted? He's just walking around Spotted out by Panda after picking up a gun. The shots fired back and forth. Tanner is low. Grabs that Phantom to try to get this run and gun. But it's just an awkward trade all around as Conan's able to get this bomb down. Pepto Panda with 4 kills and is down to the mirror match with dreams and illusions of grandeur as we have Conan sitting snowman just waiting to hear this man run up second mid. It is planted in a gorgeous spot, nice and open, ripe for the taking. As Panda has no choice but to tap it with the Cloud Burst. Gonna conceal themselves for a little bit so they can try to re-peek off yellow. But Conan, a little bit too smart for that. As he continues to do this re-peek game. Nice little wiggle here. Actually holding it to half. And Pepto Panda with the ace clutch. Easy defuse, easy rounds. That's our boy Panda, absolute clinch hitter. Chilled on both sides. And Trick's trying. But shots go wide as Conan is shoving onto Panda, absolutely disrespecting him with the op. And there's one in the hands of Zero as well as this Viper Wall comes out, splitting the sight off. Like, there's not much Zero can do as they're trying to get these peaks, but wiggling their pinky toes is not going to do anything for them as trades go back and forth with the defenders all in all coming out behind. But we got the orbital strike to try to deny a plant. I don't think they realize the bomb is in another castle as Zero is able to clear Mushroom, but we still have beautiful positioning from these attackers. And we're not getting any power-ups on the way of the attackers as Tanner is still flirting with death. Trick chilling in kitchen, getting ready to waddle his way through tube. And there's the ult. Gonna completely obscure him in smog as the orbital strike comes out. Not quite getting to tag Barry. Rez in hand to play with as Trick hears these shots. Gets a backstab Tanner. That is huge. But Barry almost good for one more as Trick is on his 3rd of the round. Scarlet takes out Zero, and now it's down to this 1v1. Trick does not have the health for this, and Blood continues to make the grass grow. Honestly, I didn't know Scarlet was pagan, but we're seeing this come out in a beautiful light.
I had to come back and make a comment. I had to come out and physically say that was funny.
Panda not quite able to get picks that they wanted with this Blade Storm. A beautiful Leer and a Poison Orb as Conan is aggressively stanced up on tube with shots going wide. We know people are there and he shuts out the Blade Storm. That is his mirror match as the flicks whiff. Hyper was able to get a frag onto Scarlet. And they're just awkwardly in this spot, able to get Delks, who was a little bit too zoned into the top of tube. And now that's a 4v3 for these attackers to run as Hyper does fall, traded back by Trick, and Zero's good for a kill onto Barry, making this a more winnable 2v2 situation with Seekers up to be able to run it down, and Conan shutting those plans out. It is now a 1v2 for our man Trick as he's being forced to play around the Sky Smoke with a couple off shots peppered in. But plenty of time on the round.
This is a 2v2, but that was his own Sky Smoke. Gonna make it a little more challenging for them to push into that part of the map. Conan just gonna make his way down through kitchen tube. Gonna be still very difficult because Trick's smoke is just far enough. And there it goes. Gonna pick the spike and gonna easily move down the site, and he's gonna figure it out eventually. That, yeah, as you said, your spike is in another castle now. As 4-second plant, but plenty of time. Just gonna throw it up top. If Trick looks, oh, they're gonna make a move. Still with plenty of time. If it looked a little later, and there's the plant coming down, and there's the kill by Mushroom. Ooh.
Scarlet has the Empress out, and we saw that buy earlier, actually. We had Mushroom opt to use the Tour de Force, as Scarlet gonna be running this site. Full health, able to continue this on as the Barrier Orb closes her off from the team. Yeah, Zero actually got a gun that round off of Mushroom, who opted to Tour de Force this round. Because, honestly, let's go for it. Scarlet, there goes their doppelganger. I'm seeing double as Conan gets 2 kills of his own. The orbital strike once again going wide and sealed with Mushroom on that Tour de Force. You hate to see it, but you love to watch him go. Got some powers on that relay bolt in garage, and Trick taken out very quickly by Kappa. Olive trading their own. 10 health left as they're waddling on out, but they're not able to survive the Panda attack as Delks' shots just keep going wide. And I think Panda's just going to try to run this. They're caught with their pants down. That's 3 in total on the round for Panda. As, yes, we have the Headhunter, and we're just chilling in this 1v3. Shots going a little bit wide, but they're able to get Hyonk. And one more peek for the road. 82 health. You can get that. Come on. Headhunter shots. I think he's out at this point. Just tapping with the classic, playing with his food. Panda not quite able to keep it together as KO knifes absolutely nothing. Bomb continues to tick down as they waddle through this garage, and they're going to be spotted out quite quickly, taking the frag. It's now 3 frags apiece for the top spot on both of these teams, and Yes is good for a 4th, and that's easy pistol round. We saw this from Conan. Let's see if Yes is going to be able to run it all the same.
Chamber? Sorry.
Ooh, Cop is looking to be disrespectful again, waddling their way through, but wasn't able to quite spot anyone out. And Olive saw that hand, but doesn't really get the trades as Trick gets the first of the round onto Lag. Not quite able to get another one onto Cop. It's now 4-3 for the attackers for being able to get bodies onto these sites.
Blue is already flanking there. Just be the sole controller of Sewers. No one's helping him there. He's going to free kill on the spike planner. Vision, meanwhile, just going to find another free kill on the stage. The run and gun is doing wonders for Blue, and now it's pretty much going to be down to the Neons going to be battling each other. Astra's there too, but I don't really know what she's going to.
Yeah, it's really down to the wire. We got the Immortal versus Immortal playing this out as Olive is able to absolutely shut down Cop.
God damn it. You had to prove me wrong. Ukraine.
No.
No.
We are shutting down Ban's programming as we see the Blade Storm from Pepto Panda as they get concussed by another relay bolt with the fast lane getting Blue on this site. Easy frag on the Honk as it's now a 2v4 turned quickly into a 1v3 from trades on both sides. And Stickbug caught from the side by Yes. I shouldn't be giggling as we see it looks like the attackers are going to want to take Garage and try to make something happen. Sky Smoke is out to be able to close off the Sage, but Asher Util going to deny the rush. Beautiful relay bolt into a knife as Olive gets the head tap, and we see 2 people in Garage off that KO Util, and shots through a wall, not quite able to grab anything. And Trick on the flank, taking Lag's head off. Only so long he could hold the shift key before he's spotted anyway, as he's continuing to hold a window. Here's the footsteps of them rotating and gets Stickbug for his troubles as well. But Panda quick to close him off. And that's a Sentinel of Light in his hand as Yes spots out more footsteps. They're continuing to run this around. This is the Brady bunch as Yes is just coming in with the mallet and just crushing them. One more for the Shadow Realm as we move on. 4-0 lead for the Defenders. The Defenders are looking to get a really strong flank with 2 on this Seal Link. But Barrier Orb does close them off temporarily. We have 2 coming up mid as Null Command comes out from Stickbug. This is a nice aggressive attack, but can they hold this site as we got Trick all the way in the back? No, that's Lag holding shift all the way to the goalpost. He's going to be able to get some backstabs in a moment here. Oh, shots go wide, and Yes shuts him down. It is now a 3v1 in way of the Defenders as Stickbug is holding on for dear life with this Judge. Trick shuts him out for the 4K, and that's an easy round win for them. The knife is going to keep them from casting anything, but Yes, able to get 3 to open up this round and almost is able to frag Panda. That picked up by Olive, but Lag takes it back, getting cleared by Trick. Not much you can do in a 1v4 there, unfortunately. Defenders are in a beautiful spot for this retake. They don't... I don't know what he's talking about it. We're not going to say anything. And Cop caught in the smoke, lost in the sauce. Shots going out, was able to pick up Trick and reduced to a classic as they're going to try to top away, get this Phantom to skip a reload. And they win the mirror matchup 4K, but Olive does not allow the ace on another one of these classic mid-leaning shoves behind Cop. And Yes, shutting him out with an operator, get first blood of the round. I think we're going to be seeing a Chamber Classic. Suppressed it, no problem, as Null Command comes out. Olive is good to immediately take his head. Timer's down, you can't get the Rez as Hyper's missing shots. Yes, is able to make up for it, but in the end, Classic is where it's at. Apparently, the Vandal is just not working for him.
It's gonna be a good ping outside of Garage, but Blue's not gonna be hit by it. Instead, he's gonna be hit by these bullets and fall to Stickbug. But he put his opponent down to 5 health. Gonna run to the stage and beg for a heal. We're probably not gonna get it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he yelled mommy.
Yeah, he didn't get the pocket as Trick was able to finally put the Stickbug out of its misery, and Panda in the wrong neighborhood peeks into 2 people and gets his head slapped off. And yes, he's a headhunter, leaving Lag all on his lonesome, continuing to hold that shift key. We got the snail trail on deck. Hopefully he doesn't find any salt as Olive is running it. That's the head pop, and easy round for our attackers. And once again, another good knife from Stickbug, getting this intel as we see Hyper going for the play, getting shut down by Hyonk right at the goal line. Delks being able to trade that back. It's a 3v3 for the teams here, as Stickbug once again within an inch of his life getting the swing, but Delks is good for another frag. Bomb is down on Cop. I think he's going to be able to hold this quite easily, especially Lags behind him. No one knows where they are. They haven't held... Legend has it, they've been holding shift for 1,000 years as Delks sees the shoulder but gets caught by the relay bolt. Shots almost go wide, but Vision is good for that 3rd frag of the round to close it off. Cop is in a gorgeous position to be able to get up behind these people. Are they going to go for a knife? Oh, no, they're going for the safe play, taking off, yes. That's a huge pick. Both of them are relay bolted, but the running gun goes a little bit off, so Olive is able to keep things from getting too hairy. We have 3 attackers trying to quickly make their way onto site within all of these Astra smokes. And honestly, I think it's going to be good as Hyper runs straight into a fly zapper. And Panda, really good for these head taps. Has a Guardian in hand as Trick's grabbing Hyonk. Some beautiful positionings back and forth, but Trick does not quite get it and leaves it in a 1v1. Olive able to play this Cosmic Divide and gets onto Lag. As we see... A-Take Visions taking Hyper's head off. Easy mirror matchup as Lag was able to take out Trick. And for our next one, I think the defenders are going to get another easy round as it's now all the way down to yes. He's been pretty good so far for frags, but Cop is too fast for him as they slide into his DMs and take him out from underneath. Every time so far, but Vandal in hand looking absolutely gorgeous. He sees the util places, overdrive comes out, and a couple shots go wide. He's brought very low. His relay bolt lands. Hyper absolutely oppresses. Cop's getting it, but yes, good for the trade. Both Neons are down, but we have Hyonk slowing this push down. Barrier orb in hand. Quickly shot out and loses their life trying to slow things as Panda almost has a collateral. Takes Delks with it, and Astra Smoke's gonna be holding off all other angles as Stickbug on this flank in a battle with Olive, but Olive only had a Marshall, so that fell fast. And Yes is looking like he's gonna ace as Spike does not get planted. They're having a bit of a communications error. And there we are, putting a Stickbug on a timer as both of them are suppressed. They can't use abilities. It's now down to that 1v1. Hyper is out. Flashbang comes with, and there's the fragment grenade gonna land right on top of Yes, and Stickbug is good for the clutch. There it is. We finally got him being a bit of a clinch hitter. He has the null command up to be able to continue this momentum for the defenders. As we on Haven to be able to continue these trends. Cop good for a beautiful headshot onto Blue. Honestly, hopping with the grace of a gazelle, but gets taken out with a automatic rifle. And relay bolts go a little bit off. And they're just not spotted on the thing, but teammates are able to kill it as he clears 2, including an op. It's looking like we're going to get overtime, ladies and gentlemen, as he gets a 4th. Ace denied by Stickbug, but that's okay. It's 12-12 going into the end game. Clutches, we want it to be Cop on them. If he dies early into a round, there's not much to do with it, as Olive is good for the first frag onto Pepto Panda. And beautiful flash from Stickbug with the run-in gun to save his own hide. He's back down to low health, but he gets a buff from it. There goes Hyper. It is now 3v3 on this overtime as Spike is playing around in Garage, flirting with death a little bit as they get called by Stickbug. Once again, the null command coming out. No one gets abilities, but yes is good for the rifling. As, once again, that's another one. They just keep feeding it to him. As a fragmentation grenade comes out, and Yes is on the prowl. He wants this. It's for his pride as he gets the 4K to end the game. And there we are, 14-12. Went to overtime.